So if you're a Facebook or Instagram marketer but you don't know how to play with the Facebook pixels, with the standard events, with the custom events, then you're not going to succeed in this field, because being a marketer you should have full command on the analytics on the Facebook pixels. Hi guys, it's Shafi again and welcome back again to my channel. So in the last tutorial you have learned how to set up the Facebook Business Manager step by step, and then you learned how to set up the Facebook Ads Manager and how to add your payment method to your Facebook Ads Manager. So in today's tutorial I'm gonna teach you how to set up the Facebook pixels and how you can install the Facebook pixels on almost any website without any coding. And I will also teach you how you can set up the Facebook standard events like the purchases, the initial checkout, the add to cart, using the Facebook event setup tool. That is very easy and an amazing tool. I will also teach you how you can set up the Facebook custom conversion within your Facebook Ads Manager if you want to track some specific pages or landing pages. So if you're a Facebook or Instagram marketer but you don't know how to play with the Facebook pixels, with the standard events, with the custom events, then you're not going to succeed in this field, because being a marketer you should have full command on the analytics on the Facebook pixels, and this is how you can track the data. You can make sound decision based on specific data points, and this is how you can inform your marketing strategy, and this is how you can get better results only if you are able to track and learn from the data. So before we get started, make sure to subscribe to the channel and click on the bell icon so that you don't miss out on important tutorials, especially for my next search engine optimization expert level course. That is going to be a great SEO course if you are interested in SEO as well. So it's time to get into my screen. So this is our Facebook pixels interface, and a few days ago I just click on create a new Facebook pixels, and that's why it's showing like this one. But when you try, you will see a green button like this one within the center of the screen, and then you will need to create a pixel. Within one click you will need to create the pixels. So this is the pixel, but this pixel is not active for now because we have not yet installed these pixels on any of your website. So as you can see, we see there is nothing. So we see no events for now. As you can see under all activity, it says no activity was received in the selected time frame. And on the right side you can see the pixels and the number of the websites this pixel has been installed on, and the number of activities. As you can see, everything is 0. So first we're going to copy this pixel ID, because we will use this to install these pixels on our website, which is a WordPress website basically. So now let's copy this code to the clipboard, and now let's go to the dashboard of the web of our WordPress website. So then we're going to click on the plugins. So I'm going to show you a very powerful and effective plugin that I use for all of my clients websites, whether they are in e-commerce stores or service-based website. Okay, so on the top of the screen you can see a new button which says add a new plugin, and now we're going to click on this. And then if you scroll down in the search bar, you simply need to search Pixel Caffeine. This is the plugin that I definitely recommend you to to install on the website. You can also use the pixel your site, but when we talk about the e-commerce store, where we have standard events like purchases, initial checkout, add to cart, or the web content, then this plugin works really amazing. So let's install this. So our plugin has now been installed successfully, and that we need to activate this plugin. And now we are on the dashboard of this plugin, where we will input our pixel ID. There is a tutorial as well. You can watch this tutorial. So as you can see, this is a very effective plugin. So let's click on setup now button just to input our pixel ID, and then we will take a look at the events as well. So there are actually two things. The first thing is manual setup, where you will provide your pixel ID, okay, and the second thing is the Facebook Connect. Okay, so I definitely recommend you to use the Facebook Connect option, okay, because it automatically updates everything, and once you set up all of these settings, then you will not worry about other problems, issues, or debugging. Okay, so now let's connect the Facebook. So as you can see, my personal Facebook profile has now been connected with my WordPress website. And now, first of all, I will need to select my ad account. In this case, I will use this ad account, and then let's see if our pixels pop up. So this is the pixel that I am going to select, and now what I need to do is to simply apply the changes. So now it says my pixels and my Facebook ad account has now been connected with the WordPress website. Okay, so if we go to the website, and this is our agency website, and this is the Facebook pixel helper I have installed, and as you can see, it says there is no pixels found on the clickd.com. Now let's go to save the settings. So we're done now. Now let's simply refresh this page, and you will see the Facebook pixel helper will definitely detect the pixels. You see, the Facebook pixel is now on our WordPress website, and you can see these are the automatic events, the page view, the advanced events, etc. Okay, so now if we go back to the events manager, and it still says there is no activity. Actually, it takes a few minutes to populate the data. So, but let's refresh the page. It still says no activity, but don't worry, let's test the events. I'm gonna copy the URL of my website, and I will put this into this field. You see, the Facebook test event tool is detecting all of the activities, okay, and it says processed. And if I go to other page, our founder page, keep an eye on this, the data changes instantly. So it means we have installed the Facebook pixels successfully. Okay, now what about the events? So I'm talking especially the purchase, the add to cart, and the initial checkouts. So on our website we don't have such kind of events, but we have the events like make a call, contact us, and we definitely want to track the people who visit our blog and the services page and the about us page. So in that case, we will use the Facebook event setup tool, which is an amazing and effective tool. So let's explore that as well. Since we are in the events manager screen, and on the right side you can see a create green button. So if I click on this, you see there is no option to create an event, but under the all activity tab you see add events. So if we click on events, it says from the pixels from a new website. We want to add the events from the pixels because we have just installed the pixels on our website. Now it says add events using the event setup tool. This is an amazing and effective tool which will help you to set up all of the events like the purchases, the add to carts, the initial checkout, the web content. But for that I will show you an automatic option that you can use. But I'm talking if you have a website where you don't have these kind of special events like the purchase, but you have the events like the people who contact your website and the people who fill out a form on a landing page. So let's open the event setup tool. Again, we need to provide the website URL where we have just installed these pixels. So let's open the website. In a moment you will see a pop-up where it will suggest you the events that you need to set up on this page. So it says no events found on this page. Now there are two options. You can track a URL, you can track a new button. Okay, so if you want to track a URL, then you will need to provide the URL of that specific page, and then you will need to choose between the URL equals and the URL contains. Okay, so let's go back to the other option like the track new button. In that case, if you click on the track new button, you can see there are multiple buttons. Okay, actually there are not many buttons, but we have only one button like make a call. So when I click on this button, this one or this one, it will populate other setting as well. Now we have selected the button and we now need to select the event. For us this is definitely a lead. Okay, and if you have a value for that lead, then you can provide a value as well. But if you don't have a value, then you can actually don't include the value. Okay, you can actually set the currency for this leads value if you have a value for that lead. So the only thing we need to do now is to click on confirm. So our event has now been set up successfully. Okay, so if you want to set up other events as well, then you simply visit that page, and on that page this pop-up appear again and will show you all of the events on that page if you have any events on that page. If you don't want to set up any other events, then you simply need to finish setup and then finish. Now it's demanding about the review. I think I am comfortable and I just enjoy this tool. This is an amazing tool. So let's refresh the page and see if we have got any events. So as you can see, this is the event that we have just set up. So the next time when you want to set up an event manually, then you simply click on add events and then you click them from the pixel, and then you'll need to open the event setup tool. So now let's go back to the our WordPress website and talk about more the plugin. And I want to show you one very important thing. This is the plugin that we are using, which is Pixel Cafe. Okay, and our Facebook profile has now been connected with this plugin. So if you scroll down, you see the conversion. Okay, and for now it's off, I mean it's disabled, we have to enable if you run an online store on a WordPress website, because when you enable this option, then this plugin will automatically create all of the events like the purchases, the initial checkouts, the add to cart, and the view content within your Facebook Events Manager. So this is how simply you can set up the Facebook pixels within a few clicks, and this is how you can install the Facebook pixels on almost any website, and then how you can set up the standard or the custom events using the Facebook event setup tool. So in my next tutorial, I'm going to teach you how you can prepare your Facebook Ads Manager account for the iOS 14.5 changes in order to reduce the impact of these changes. I will show you how you can set up your events in the aggregated event measurement tool that has been introduced by Facebook after the iOS 14.5 changes. And I will show you how you can verify your domain very easily, very quickly, without any error. So before we end the tutorial, make sure to give it a thumbs up as well, so as to support this tutorial and help more and more people watch this tutorial on the platform. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one.